If we really want to make change that lasts, it's going to take a transformation, an identity shift. And in that process, it's about overcoming your doubts, because doubt is the main obstacle that's getting in your way. Is that what it is? So when you're experiencing doubts, you want to go for something, you want to create something in your life, or you want to change something about yourself. You have these doubts popping up. And then you stop and you listen to the doubt and you say, okay, well, what fear is driving this doubt? It might be a fear of trying. Fear of trying because I'm afraid of what I'm going to find out about myself. That's good to know. Doesn't necessarily eliminate the doubt, but it should give you some space. What's funny is that we often think, oh, I can't do that, I'm not bold enough. And you ask yourself, what would I really lose if I did that? Most of the time, it's nothing. You know, a lot of those fears and doubts and everything, they're based on nothing. Oftentimes people think, oh, a bold move, like, you know, changing careers. That's bold. I was like back in the dating scene at 37 years old. And I was in a situation where, like, okay, I own a business, so I'm not going to date my coworkers because they're my employees. I'm not going to date my clients. What do? I think I need to actually go and approach a woman who I think is attractive. And that's how I'm going to get to know and start dating again. And most people do think that that's extremely bold, to just walk up to someone you don't know and you know, say hi, and I think you're attractive and all of that. And then I was like, well, what would I really lose if I do that? I mean, what is the worst that can happen? You can say no. And that's it. And it was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go do this. Getting on YouTube, a lot of people were like, well, that's pretty bold. And it's like, well, yeah, but nobody watches you at first. Nobody's going to see your videos at first. So you get a lot of time to figure it out. So it did seem really bold the first time I did it. And then it was like, okay, well, nobody's watching. I didn't get any views on that video. Let's do another one and another one. And then gradually I was like, yeah, what would I have to lose by doing this? Even though it seems bold and courageous. But most of the time we think these things are such a big deal, and they're not. Courage is something I needed to understand. And a lot of times I think people think that courage is being fearless. It's not. Courage is saying, okay, yeah, still have these fears. They're still there. You might even be able to acknowledge that they're not rational, and then you're going to do it anyway. Believe it or not, love to travel and I fly a lot. I still get nervous when I experience turbulence on a plane, but I know that it's very safe. And so I'm not going to let the fear stop me. This next part is we're going to build some context around doing what you want to do. This is a huge missing piece from people when they set goals. They don't understand building a context around this. And if you've done some NLP, the well-formed outcome, which we do teach in the practitioner training, by the way, the reason why it works so well is because what you're really doing is not just focusing on a single goal and being like, okay, I got to do this thing. You're building a context around it. And when you have a context around going after what it is that you want, it keeps you from crashing. You know, it's like the scaffolding around a building when they're building a building. That's what context is. You want to spend some time really doing this, taking a deep dive on it,